to this, there's an indication as far as the first message sent or last message sent from this particular text chain, correct?
Mr. Carlin, I'm so sorry for that interruption, and also Lieutenant Warren. Do you want me to begin again in the beginning, or are you comfortable?
I'm comfortable proceeding,
Okay.
if the commission's.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, repeat the question, please.
Sort of towards the middle of the first page, I'll direct your attention to that area. Is there any indication as far as the first message sent and the last message sent with respect to this text chain?
On the first page, yes.
And what is indicated as far as the first message and the last message?
The first message is, I need to brandish a gun more often. The last is Chip, name of that BPD cop.
No, I'm sorry, sir. If I could direct your attention to the first page of this packet, page 2527, you see conversation details. Sorry, may I go?
Yes.
Okay,
You see what I was talking about now?
I do, sir.
And from that area labeled conversation details, there's a first message sent, date and time, and the last message sent, date and time, correct?
Yes.
What is the first message sent, date and time?
It's 10/18 of 2021 at 8:48 a.m. The last message sent is 8/31/2022 at 11:19 p.m.
And is there also within that conversation details an indication as far as the number of messages over that time frame within this communication?
There is.
And what does it list for number of messages?
It's 38,707.
And fair to say the packet that you have before you does not contain all 38,707 messages, correct?
That's correct.
The first message that you had, I believe, alluded to in reference to the first one listed within this communication. What date and time is that?
That was January 29th, 2022 at 10:36 p.m.
And who is that message from?
My friend who lives in Tennessee.
And what, if anything, did he send to the
I need to brandish a gun more often.
And if you know, what is that in reference to?
He just recently moved to Tennessee, and he was kind of, I think, making a joke as kind of the lifestyle down there where guns are more prominent or more common to be carried around there. So I interpreted that as a joke in that nature.
And the next message, sir, from that same page, 2527.
The next one is, it's bold.
And is there a name associated with that number that's in these?
No,
Do you know who that person is?
I don't.
And the next message, sir,
Yeah.
from 10:52 p.m.
Chip, name of that BPD cop.
And Chip, who is that referring to, sir?
That is one of my nicknames I've had since maybe high school.
So a nickname that would be familiar amongst these group of friends in particular?
Yes.
And this time period when these text messages begin, sometime after 10:30 or 10:50 p.m. on January 29th, where are you and what are you doing in reference around that time period?
At this point in time, on the 29th, I'm home.
And that last text message, do you respond to that at approximately 10:53 p.m.?
Yes.
And what was your response?
John O'Keefe.
And the next message down from there, also at 10:53 p.m.?
Yes. He took custody of his sister's kids.
That's your response. There is another response above that, is that correct?
Yes.
And what does that say?
How old?
And you respond as far as he took custody of his sister's kids, correct?
Correct.
Skipping down a couple of you see an entry at 10:53:49 p.m.
Yes.
And that's from a 617 number, is that correct?
Correct.
And what is the response there?
Oh man, that's rough.
And following that, do you respond to the earlier query as far as age?
I do.
And what did you say?
Mid-40s.
Thank you, Madam Commissioner.
Thank you. Vote, please.
For the record,
Sorry.
I apologize. Yes, ma'am.
You can proceed. Sorry, it takes a while to bring it up.
Thank you, Madam Commissioner. Understood completely. For the record, that was played, that portion of Exhibit 4, the video from June 10th of 2024, was played until approximately 5 hours, 30 minutes, and 50 seconds. Madam Commissioner, may I have clip 2, please, from Exhibit 4. And for the record, for council's benefit, this begins at the transcript for Exhibit 5, date stamp, respondents 1 and 3.
Again, counsel, while I'm playing with this, if you're speaking, it's going to get picked up on the recording. If you're speaking during the recording. Okay. So we would want to microphone, but it'll be recorded.
Okay, top of the page, sir, if you could read through that page as far as who's texting and what are they saying?
Again, for my friend from Tennessee and myself, I hope not, but I can't see it. I responded with, she waffled him. I looked at his body at the hospital. He,
So I'm going to have to begin at it. I don't see it sharing on my screen. Sorry about that.
Okay, top of the page, sir, if you could read through that page as far as who's texting and what are they saying?
again, for my friend from Tennessee and myself, I hope not, but I can't see it. I responded with, she waffled him. I looked at his body at the hospital. He was banged up.
Now, as far as the next text from a 781 number, what does that say?
Did he get beat up?
And you responded to that, is that correct?
I did.
The objection is sustained as to
What, if any, response did you provide then?
Nope.
Objection. The objection was to the former question and the answer.
I'll strike it.
Now, turning your attention to 2534. And from this page, sir, if you could again just read through as far as indicating to the jury who's speaking and what it means.
From the start of the first text, so the owner of the house?
Yes.
So the owner of the house was a woman cop that beat him? That's what I initially thought after talking to Kean paramedic. Then I saw the guy.
And those last two are your responses, is that correct?
Yes.
Now, the following text messages are from your friends, is that correct?
Yes.
What do they say?
Here, let's focus. What does she waffle to mean? What's the story? I responded, she hit him with her car.
And the she that you're referring to there, who is that?
Miss Reed.
Please proceed, Mr. Coleman.
Thank you. For the record, the video clip 2 that was just played was from Exhibit 4, beginning at approximately 5 hours, 53 minutes, and 18 seconds, until approximately 5 hours, 55 minutes, and 21 seconds. Detective Lieutenant Dwyer, fair to say that concluded Michael Proctor's testimony as to allegations A, B, and C with regard to June 10th, his testimony on June 10th, and he did not testify on those subjects again until June 12th.
Correct. Correct.
May I please have clip 3, Madam Commissioner?
Trooper Proctor, I'm going to ask you if you wouldn't mind to turn to tab 2 in the binder in front of you. Can you take a look at the face page of what's under tab 2 and tell me if you recognize that?
Yes, sir. It's a private text thread with high school friends.
And this includes 9 participants, 9 chat participants that you engaged with?
That's correct.
Those participants include people by the name of Bird, Whitey, and Doc, correct?
Correct.
And then there's some other folks in there that are identified by at least the last 4 digits of their phone number, correct?
Yes.
So this is a group text or a group chat with you and 8 of your high school friends about this investigation, correct?
Yes.
Trooper Proctor, you never thought when you were engaged with these other 8 individuals that this particular set of chats would ever become public, did you?
No, I did not.
I want to take a look at page 2527, if you can turn, that's on the bottom right of the document in tab 2. Do you recognize, do you have that page in front of you?
Yes, sir.
You recognize that this group chat was taking place on January 29th at about 10:52 p.m., correct?
Correct.
And the person that I'll identify as 5051, that's the last 4 digits of that phone number, indicates Chip, name of that BPD cop, correct?
Correct.
First of all, you indicated on Monday that you're Chip, is that right?
Yes, sir.
You responded at 10:53 p.m., John O'Keefe, is that right?
Yes, sir.
So you were willing to tell, just a few hours into an investigation of the death of a Boston police officer, you were willing to tell a bunch of high school buddies details about the investigation, including the name of the victim, correct?
At this point, it's 16 hours later, sir. Not a few.
16 is a few hours, correct? I'm not talking about days later.
It was about 16 hours later, sir.
Correct. And you identified John O'Keefe as the Boston police officer who is fallen in the yard at 34 Fairview, correct?
Correct.
You also informed, if you will skip to page 2529.
Thank you, Madam Commissioner. For the record, clip 3 begins from our Exhibit 6, the video from June 12th of 2024, at about 0 hours, 38 minutes, and 20 seconds. And for the record, that was paused at approximately 2 minutes and 30 seconds into this particular clip. Madam Clerk, or excuse me, I apologize, Madam Commissioner, I apologize. Could you please, and my timestamps are based on the full exhibit, so
Sure.
I'll have to approximate. Would it be possible to add, from 2 minutes and 33 seconds, would it be possible to add just under 10 minutes, 9 minutes and 53 seconds, so if we could go forward to 12 minutes and 26 seconds, if I'm doing my math correctly.
Like Mr. Green or somebody close by to have to assist me. He said 12 minutes to.
We
Is
have
that
4
4?
minutes, yeah.
Okay.
5, 6,
That's 7.
7, yep. 8, 9,
It's 10.
no, it's 9. That's 10. It's about 11.
And Commissioner may go off when you locate the video, if you want it on the record, could I ask you to speak up?
Sure.
Can I go off? Or do you want to speak up?
No, I'll speak up.
Okay, thank you.
I was, yeah, so I'm sorry, what number is that now?
11 and a
11
half.
and a half, okay.
12 minutes would
That's
be
perfect.
close enough. Thank you, Madam
Thank you.
Commissioner.
Correct?
Not that I was aware of.
Not a single bruise below the neck, right?
Not that I observed.
Looks a lot like a physical altercation, doesn't it?
Objection.
Sustained.
Bird writes, Bear, let's focus, correct?
Yes.
Who's Bear?
That's another nickname I have.
0095 writes, what does she waffled him mean? And then Bird writes, what's the story, correct?
Correct.
And you wrote, she hit him with her car. Is that right?
Yes.
Do you need that clip anymore, Mr. Carney?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, please resume your questioning.
Thank you. For the record, what was played, as I mentioned before, it began at approximately 0 hours, 38 minutes, and 20 seconds. It was played for approximately 2.5 minutes, then skipped ahead just under 10 minutes and played to the end of that particular clip, which would have been at about 0 hours, 55 minutes, and 12 seconds from our Exhibit 6. All right, sir. You just saw the 3 clips that were played, is that correct?
Yes.
The first 2 being Michael Proctor's sworn testimony under direct examination from Prosecutor Adam Lally, and the third under cross-examination by Defense Attorney Alan Jackson.
Yes.
Is it fair to say that as to allegation categories A, B, and C, Michael Proctor's communications with other individuals on those text message chains continued with a series of messages he exchanged with his sister? Is that correct, sir?
It is.
If I may just have one moment, please.
Of course.
Yes, if we could have clip 4, please, Madam Commissioner.
All right.
I'm showing you another document, just ask if you recognize that.
Yes, I do.
What do you recognize that to be, sir?
Text communications between my sister and I.
That's your sister Courtney, is that correct?
That's correct.
And similar to what I had asked you about the prior packet, as far as the first message sent, date and time, last message sent, date and time, what is indicated on this first?
First message sent, date, time, December 10th, 2021 at 9:33 p.m. Last message sent, 8:30, 2022 at 8:48 p.m.
At 8:30, that's August 30th, is that correct?
I'm sorry, yes, August 30th, 2022.
And similar to the other messages, is there an indication as far as how many number of messages were sent between yourself and your sister over that time period?
2,865.
And fair to say that the documents in front of you do not contain 2,865 messages?
Correct.
Now, just in reference to the first message on page 2662, the first page in this packet, do you see that from December 10th of 2021 at approximately 9:33 p.m.?
Yes.
And what does that indicate?
The text message from my sister.
And what does it say?
I called earlier, Dolph earlier, and Mom was puking in the background.
And do you recall what that was in regard to?
From the sounds of my mother had a stomach bug.
Sir, if I could direct your attention to page 2667. And these are text messages from January 29th, 2022, between yourself and your sister Courtney.
Correct.
And if you could read from the top of the page through the end, and please indicate to the jury as far as who's talking and who's saying what.
So I texted my sister at work, "What's up?" She responds, "What? Why?" I respond, "We just found it frozen to death on a front lawn in Canton this morning. Actually just interviewed Jen McCabe, said she knows you.
And the knows you, who are you referring to?
My sister.
And how did your sister respond to that?
Cut the shit. I responded you. It was a typo correction with my response to you. She responded, yeah, she knows Jack very well. She's really good friends with Julie. My sister continues on. Her sister is married to Brian Albert. My sister asks, you still working, question mark. I said, yep, gonna be out for a while, homicide.
As far as your answers to those questions, or as far as your communications that you had with your sister at this time, on the afternoon of January 29th, what were those in regard to, or why were you communicating that to your sister?
At that time, it was just kind of in the news. I was just kind of letting her know I was out working. She didn't share anything specific. I wouldn't share anything specific on cases with my family or anyone. It was just kind of an overall innocent conversation.
Turning your attention to the next page, 2669. Again, if you could read from that page as far as who is talking and what the content is.
My sister starts off, the can thing is a homicide. I respond, this is at 3 in the afternoon on the 29th. Don't say a word to anyone. She said, of course not. I respond, and at the very least it's suspicious. She responds, this is your livelihood. And then I would never miss with that. 3:07, I respond, Julie and Chris were at the bar with the victim and girlfriend. Got to interview them.
Thank you. For the record, that was clip 4, extracted from Exhibit 4, the video from June 10th of 2024, beginning at 6 hours, 5 minutes, and 48 seconds approximately, and played till approximately 6 hours, 10 minutes, and 42 seconds. Detective Lieutenant Dwyer, did Michael Proctor's testimony about the messages he sent with his sister relevant to allegations A, B, and C, did that testimony continue under cross-examination on June 12th of 2024?
It did.
May I have clip 5, please, Madam Commissioner? And for the Commission and Council,
We've established that you're very close with your sister, Courtney, correct?
apologies.
Sorry, please go ahead.
Apologies. Just for reference, I'll be asking the Commission to pause the video. There's a break in the testimony so that we can skip ahead. I'll be asking for this particular clip, the Commission to pause the video at 3 minutes and 57 seconds, and then skipping ahead approximately 2.5 minutes.
So please repeat, I'm sorry, you want me to play it till 3 minutes?
And 57 seconds,
And then advance it to?
and advancing it 2 minutes and 29 seconds, so approximately 2.5 minutes.
I know, to what number?
To about 6
minutes.
6 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for quick conversion. Attorney Quinn.
We've established that you're very close with your sister, Courtney, correct?
Correct.
You provided your sister with updates on important advancements during the course of your investigation into this case. Did you not periodically?
I made her aware of newsworthy stuff.
That started as early as January 29th, 2022. Isn't that right?
Don't have the exact date or content.
Well, the day of the incident, you began letting her know that you were involved, that you had been assigned, what the status was,
Yes.
the nature of the case, that
Correct.
it was a homicide, correct?
Yes.
Matter of fact, you discussed who the players were, who the people were that were involved. Isn't that right?
I just mentioned Julie and Chris were earlier in the evening.
So you mentioned the Alberts, correct?
Julie and Chris, yes.
You also mentioned the McCabe's too, didn't you? At some point.
Yes.
Yeah. At 2668, Your Honor, that's the page that I'm referring to. Okay. This one. You write homicide, correct?
So I said 2668?
Correct. I have my page number correct.
You're on the right page, Mr. Jones.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
You wrote the word homicide. Is that right?
Yes.
You were describing to your sister the nature of the case that you are now assigned. Is that right?
Correct.
She wrote the Canton thing is a homicide, and you wrote don't say a word to anyone. Correct?
Correct.
And then she wrote of course not. Is that right?
Yes.
And then you wrote what?
At the very least, it's suspicious.
In the very least, it's suspicious. Correct?
Correct.
So at that time, at least at the time that you wrote that text on the 29th, at 3:05 in the afternoon, you believed that the case was suspicious, right?
It was before we found significant pieces of evidence.
So you believed that it was suspicious that it may involve the Alberts, right?
Absolutely not.
She then writes, this is your livelihood, didn't she?
She did.
Meaning, this kind of case could make or it could break your career, right?
Objection.
Existing.
She then wrote, I would never mess with that. Is that right?
Yes.
Your sister, Trooper Proctor, was warning you that you shouldn't be investigating a case in which close friends or family members were involved.
Objection.
Did you take her text? This is your livelihood. I would never mess with that. As a warning from her that you shouldn't be investigating a case that involved close friends.
Objection.
I'll allow it.
Absolutely not. That was in response to don't say a word to anyone. And that was how I interpreted this is your livelihood. I would never mess with that.
A couple of minutes later, 3:07 on January 29th, you told your sister, quote, Julie and Chris were at the bar with the victim and girlfriend. Gotta interview them. Is that right?
Yes.
So you were telling Courtney, your sister, updates on what your investigation advancements were, correct?
Just that part.
Interview, why are you going to interview him?
Yes.
She wrote, you gotta be kidding me, correct?
Correct.
Did you?
We're gonna advance it another 6 minutes, maybe 20 seconds or so.
Yes, please, thank you.
We know these people.
Again, that's how I read that message.
You don't deny. Well,
Too specific.
newsworthy, would you have gone to the news at this point in the investigation? Would you have gone to the news and said, Julie and Chris were at the bar. I gotta go interview them.
Objection.
I'll allow that. Is that what you do, Trooper?
No, I would not do that, sir.
So it's not newsworthy. These were details, internal details about the investigation, weren't they?
Yes.
And you were sharing them with your sister, Courtney Proctor, correct?
Correct.
And
Will you be using this again, Mr. Carlin?
No, ma'am.
Please go ahead.
Thank you. For the record, that was, again, Respondents Exhibit 6, the video from June 12th of 2024. Playback began at approximately 1 hour, 50 minutes, and 43 seconds. It was played till approximately 1 hour, 54 minutes, and 40 seconds. And then it was skipped ahead to approximately 1 hour, 57 minutes, 9 seconds, and played to the end of that particular clip, 1 hour, 57 minutes, and 51 seconds. All right, Detective Lieutenant Dwyer, I want to move on to the allegation that you assigned letter D for the commission